Instagram just dropped a new update and it's literally telling you what to do to go viral. And besides that, it's also going to be paying you for the content that you're already posting, even if you're just posting photos. Now, this might all seem too good to be true, but based on the new updates from Instagram, this might actually be real. So in this video, I'm going to walk you through those new updates so you'll be able to grow your Instagram page a lot faster. Last week, Instagram released their best practices so the algorithm can basically do the work for you. But again, as usual, Instagram released it only to a certain amount of people. So if you're lucky, what you can do is you can go to your Instagram dashboard and there's a section that says best practices, so you can just click on it and then you'll be able to see everything. But if you don't have access to it, don't worry, inside of this video I got you covered, so I'll go through it because I actually have an account that has access to this feature, so I'll be explaining everything within this video. So how this new update basically works is that Instagram divided those so-called best practices into like 5 main sections that we're going to cover right now. So the first one is going to be creation, then we have engagement, we have reach, we have monetization, and we have guidelines. So let's first of all start by creation, because I think this is like the most important one that we're going to cover. So first of all, Instagram just gives you like an update on like how you're doing right now, how many reels you're sharing yourself. But basically what's super important is that they're saying, hey, you need to make creating reels part of your routine. And many factors go into growing followers, but accounts with the greatest follower growth rates create 10 or more reels per month on average. So it's just saying you, hey, be consistent, post at least 10 reels a month because it's working the best. Then capture attention with photos. If you prefer creating photos, consistently posting photos or carousels can also help you get more reach, which can lead to more followers, and adding audio helps posts get shown to more people. So what it says over here is that, hey, if you don't want to do reels, you can also do normal posts, photos, and you can still blow up. But if you want to make it work super good, you gotta add viral like audios, viral sounds to your post to get even more reach and get a bigger chance of going viral. Then make your first 3 seconds count, share something funny, relatable, or unexpected at the start of your reel to keep people watching. This is also something I've been doing for the last months already. It works super good, and it can like triple or quadruple your views with just a single reel if you have like a good hook that works super well. Then check your timing. This is super important. Reels that are 30 to 90 seconds long get better engagement and are shown to more people, and reels that are over 90 seconds won't be recommended to new audiences. So again, preferably don't post reels that are below 30 seconds. 30 to 90 seconds works perfect, and if you post reels over 90 seconds, it won't even get shown to new followers. So for that, I recommend to just post on YouTube. Then try trending audio. The popularity of trends and reels and posts helps determine how content associated with those trends get distributed. I mean, this has been out there for years already, so just use trending audios that can boost your views. Then only use relevant hashtags, trending hashtags that are relevant to the topics in your reel or post. Help you reach more people who are interested in those specific topics. Again, this has been out there for years already. Like if you do a post about Donald Trump, don't use hashtag puppies or whatever, right? Like it doesn't make sense. So just use hashtags that are relevant to the post, and that will help a lot. And then keep it high resolution. People tend to engage more with high quality content. Reels should have a minimum resolution of 720p and a minimum frame rate of 30 frames per second. So again, this speaks for itself as well. Like if you post content that looks like it's been filmed on like a potato, of course people are not going to watch it and it won't go viral. So make sure it looks nice, it's high quality, and at least 720p. So let's move on to engagement. Again, they give you like an overview of how many people are interacting with your reels at the moment, but you've got the professional dashboard for that as well. Then the first thing they mention is to focus on deeper engagement. So how likely someone will be to watch, like, share, or comment on your content helps determine whether it will get shown to a larger audience. So I've said it in previous videos, likes are not everything. They're not completely irrelevant, but you need to focus on all of those metrics in order to go viral. And as you can see in point 2, make it relatable enough to share. Instagram is especially focusing on shares right now. So it says, if people see your content and think that's literally me, they'll be more likely to share it. Humor also works well to spark engagement and research if that's your style. So when you're creating content, think about how you can create content that people are going to share with their friends, family, or repost on their stories. Then reply to comments within a couple of days. So liking or replying to comments on your reels or posts can generate conversations and help your content continue to get more reach. So super simple. If someone comments on your post or reel, just try to start a conversation with them, ask a question, so that way your content gets boosted, because the more comments you get on a post or reel, the more likely you are to go viral. Then tune into your audience. Comments and direct messages from others can be a source of inspiration for your next piece of content. So what this basically says is that if you're actively DMing and speaking with people, every time you post something, a reel or a normal post, your post or reel will appear higher in their feed, so they're more likely to see it when you're already speaking with them in the DMs. So the more conversation you have with people and the more pages you're interacting with, the more views you will get as well. Let's move on to reach. again, they gave you like an overview of how much reach you've been getting in the last 30 days. And the first main point they give is that you need to understand how people see your content. Every piece of eligible content is shown to an audience we think will enjoy it, whether or not they follow you. As this audience engage with your content, it will continue to be shown to more and more people. So nothing really changed over here. The algorithm works like this. So basically, first of all, they just show the piece of content to your followers. If they like it, it also gets shown to non-followers. And if the non-followers like it, then it will get pushed into the mainstream and it basically goes viral. But if for some reason your followers don't like the piece of content, Instagram is not even going to push it out to non-followers as well. Then try posting when followers are active. Many factors go into how people see content from accounts they follow, such as when people actually visit Instagram and how they spend their time once here. Again, nothing really changed over there. It's been like that since years. Then track long-term follower growth. Try not to be discouraged by short-term changes in follower count. Over time, most people gain more followers than they lose from sharing reels. This is especially for small creators. Like, don't expect millions of views and followers in the first weeks and maybe even months. It's just Instagram is a marathon and not a sprint, so play the long game. Just be consistent, post at least 10 reels a month, as I mentioned in the beginning of the video, and you'll be good. And remember, that's normal for reach to vary. The order in which content gets shown to people is based on how likely people are to engage with your content relative to our content at the time. So a good example for this is like the elections from last week. Trump went super viral, and every single piece about Trump crazy viral. So if you posted something that wasn't related to Trump at the time, it didn't get as much reach as it usually did, because everything about Trump just got pushed and pushed. So that way, it's super important to post what's actually working and viral right now, so your followers are likely to engage with it. Let's move on to monetization. Again, they give you an overview if you're able to monetize, which is nice to know. Then there are basically three main ways to earn from Instagram, and they are earning from fans, from brands, and from Instagram itself, but more about earning from Instagram itself later in this video. Then check if you're eligible. Each monetization tool has eligibility criteria. As you grow your followers and become eligible for tools, the tools will appear in professional dashboard if you have a professional account, and then know when it's time. So before you start to monetize, consider which ways to earn might be right for you, what you can realistically offer your audience, and where now is the right time to get started. So basically what they say with that is, if you have 100 followers, don't start yet. You need to build at least like a significant amount of followers before you actually start monetizing, because otherwise it doesn't really make sense. And then finally, the guidelines. So again, they tell you if you follow the guidelines, yes or no. I think personally this is super important, because a lot of people don't know what the actual guidelines are from Instagram, and that could potentially result in you losing access to your account or certain features. So super important that you know that for yourself as well. Then what they say over here is sharing reels with watermarks is like a no-go. So having third-party watermarks on your reels may prevent them from being recommended to new audience. Important, it's not like forbidden. They won't ban you for that, but just if you post a reel with like a TikTok watermark or a YouTube watermark, it's not going to get pushed out to new followers, because Instagram can detect that. And again, also for taking credit for content that isn't yours, don't repost content that's already on Instagram. Once detected, it will prevent your content from being recommended. So there's like a code in Instagram, and if you just directly repost something from another page to yours, Instagram can just see like, hey, this already been posted, so I'm not going to push it out. So make sure to add like little tweaks to it in case you want to be lazy. Then engagement bait, content that misleads or directs people to interact with likes, shares, comments, and other actions in order to artificially boost engagement won't be shown to as many people. So don't go out there and make a post saying, hey, if you like this post, you get $1 million, because that type of content doesn't work anymore with this new update. And then going against Instagram guidelines, sharing content that doesn't follow or recommendation guidelines or community guidelines may result in deleted content, disabled accounts, or other restrictions. So make sure to just click this link and paste this text that you can see on the screen right now into ChatGPT to get the summary, because this is super important to know, so that way you won't face any issues or get any restrictions on your account. So a little bit more about how you can actually monetize your content on Instagram and Facebook as well. So there's this new Facebook content monetization beta available right now, and it's letting 1 million people per month join to test it out. So yeah, if you want to apply yourself to get into it, what you can do is you can go to this website. I'll put the link address in the description. You can just press I'm interested, and you can apply to get accepted basically. Then what they say is easier than ever to earn money across the range of content formats on Facebook and Instagram as well. So they say it's simple to earn. We've merged in-stream ads, ads on reels, and performance bonus programs into one, making it easier for creators to earn more from content formats. Now, monetize more content, earn money on your videos, reels, photos, and text posts. We're also experimenting with stories monetization for select beta participants. So it's not only reels that can be monetized, it can be every single piece of content these days, which is super cool. And then they have more efficient insights. Earning insights will be be streamlined into a single surface so you can see how different formats perform. So what that says is basically certain reels or posts will get paid more than other formats, which is of course important to know when you want to monetize your reach and views. Then some general information, and then the monetization best practices, which is pretty cool to know. So here are ways to optimize your content for monetization. Experiment with multiple content formats. You can earn money on videos, reels, photos, and text posts. Try different formats to see what resonates with your audience and drives the most earnings. So just, yeah, that's a lot. Then if you haven't already started experimenting with reels are the best way to get discovered by new audience and grow on Facebook and Instagram. So Instagram directly says post reels to grow. Important to know. Then optimize for vertical video, experiment with bringing your creative ideas to life in a vertical format. So yeah, I mean, that's the shape of your phone, right? Don't post horizontal content. That doesn't really work with Instagram is what they're saying over here. Make original content. Creators receive the greatest distribution when they primarily post content that's filmed or created by them. Original content contains your unique voice and demonstrates the unique perspective you bring to Facebook, Instagram as well. Original content is preferred because it is distinctive and engaging. Then tailor your content for your audience on Facebook and Instagram. So make sure you actually post what your audience likes, and then focus on engagement beyond plays and watch time. Content that encourages interactions such as reactions, likes, comments, and shares tend to perform better. So yeah, if you're interested in applying to start with the content monetization beta as well, go to this website, and again, you can press over here and you need to fill out a little form and you can start. So that's basically it. Those are basically the new updates about the Instagram algorithm. I personally think they're amazing, super cool, especially the monetization updates are super nice because now you can basically monetize every single piece of content. And yeah, of course on YouTube, TikTok, you already could monetize your content, but on Instagram it wasn't there yet. But when Instagram implements this, I'm sure Instagram is going to become by far the biggest social media platform out there, which can make you a lot of money. So thank you for watching this video. Make sure to save this video and implement the best practices that I've shared earlier in this video, because that way you can blow up your page pretty fast. So thank you for watching. Like, subscribe, do all that stuff, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye bye.